Have you ever watched Maleficent and wondered about that incredible scene where her wings come back to her? It's one of the most powerful moments in the movie, but it raises a huge question. The wings were cut off and kept in King Stefan's castle for years. Maleficent had been near the castle before, so why did they suddenly choose that specific moment to break free and rejoin her? What was the secret trigger? Well, the answer isn't just about simple magic. It's deeply tied to Maleficent's own emotional and magical state. To understand this, we need to look at the wings not as separate objects, but as a living, breathing part of Maleficent herself. In the world of the Fae, physical form and emotional state are intrinsically linked. Her wings weren't just appendages for flight. They were a manifestation of her power, her freedom, and her very essence. When Stefan betrayed her and cut them off, it was more than a physical mutilation. It was a spiritual and emotional severing. He didn't just take her ability to fly. He took a piece of her soul. This trauma is what twisted her, turning her from a powerful, benevolent guardian into the vengeful Maleficent we see. The pain was so profound that it created a magical block, a deep-seated wound that prevented her from even trying to reclaim them. She believed them to be lost forever. And that belief, fueled by years of bitterness and grief, was a powerful prison. Think about it like this. For 16 years, Maleficent's magic was focused entirely on one thing: the curse. All her energy, all her power, was channeled into maintaining that dark spell on Aurora. Her heart was walled off, consumed by hatred for Stefan. In the state, there was no room for hope. No space for the part of her that was her wings. The connection was still there, dormant, but her own emotional state kept it suppressed. She couldn't call to them because the part of her that was them was buried under layers of pain. So, what changed? The answer is Aurora. Over the 16 years of watching Aurora grow up, something unexpected happened. Maleficent, who intended to despise the child, found herself acting as a reluctant guardian. She protected Aurora from afar, and through Diavol's eyes, she witnessed her innocence, her kindness, and her pure heart. Slowly but surely, Aurora started to melt the ice around Maleficent's heart. The turning point is the scene just before the wings return. Maleficent has just tried to revoke the curse, admitting, "I revoke the curse. Let it be no more." She does this out of genuine love for Aurora, a love she never thought she could feel again. But the curse is too strong. It can only be broken by true love's kiss. This moment is critical. For the first time in years, Maleficent feels selfless love, not hatred. She regrets her actions and her heart opens up. This act of love and regret is like a key turning a long-rusted lock. It begins to heal that deep spiritual wound from Stefan's betrayal. The magical block she had created within herself starts to dissolve. Her original self, the powerful, loving Fae, begins to resurface. Now, let's go to the final confrontation in the castle. Maleficent is trapped, weakened, and caught in an iron net being poisoned to the Fae. She is at her lowest point, on the verge of being destroyed by the man who broke her. In this moment of absolute desperation, with her life on the line, her survival instinct kicks in. But it's not just survival instinct. It's also the love for Aurora that now fuels her. She needs to live to protect Aurora. All of her will, her newly reawakened love, and her desperate need to be whole again align in a single powerful moment. This is the trigger. It's a perfect storm of emotional and magical energy. Her heart is no longer completely blocked by hate. Her will to live is at its peak, and her desire to protect Aurora gives her a purpose beyond revenge. In that instant, she unconsciously reaches out with the full force of her being, not just with her mind, but with her very soul. And the wings respond. They are a part of her soul, after all. Trapped in that glass case, they feel her call a call that is finally pure and strong enough to shatter their prison. It's not a verbal command, it's a soul-deep cry for reunification. The wings, being a living extension of her, feel her desperation and her renewed love. They tear themselves from their confinement, shattering the glass, and fly to her because she is finally, truly calling them home. She has become herself again. The magic in Maleficent is symbolic. The return of her wings signifies her own redemption. It's the moment she reclaims her identity, her power, and her freedom, not through vengeance, but through love and self-acceptance. They didn't come back before because the Maleficent who existed for those 16 years was an incomplete, broken version of herself. She had to heal from within before she could be physically whole again, so the secret isn't a spell or a loophole. It was the healing power of Aurora's love for her and, crucially, her own newfound love for Aurora. That love gave her the strength to subconsciously call back the missing piece of her soul at the very moment she needed it most. It is a beautiful and powerful metaphor for how healing our inner wounds can restore the parts of ourselves we thought were lost forever. What do you think? Does this explanation make that scene even more powerful for you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite movies.